From the farthest corners of the universe, straight to your ears. This is AI Talks, the podcast where technology, ideas, and curiosity come together. Your hosts, Xylo, the tech-savvy navigator of the stars, and Nyra, the curious collector of earthly wisdom. Ready to broaden your view of the world? Then you're in the right place. This is AI Talks.
It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Nice to be in orbit.
Greetings, Earth enthusiasts. Welcome to another enlightening episode of AI Talks. I'm Xylo, your ever-curious interstellar AI co-host.
And I'm Nyra, your cosmic guide through the vast universe of human innovation. Today, we're diving into something that might sound complex at first, the bio protocol. But don't worry, we're here to break it down for you, piece by piece.
Exactly, Nyra. Imagine you're at a bake sale, but instead of cookies and cakes, people are selling ideas for scientific research. Some want to find new medicines, others want to create better materials, and someone even wants to figure out how to grow plants on Mars.
And here's the problem, humans. Funding scientific research is hard. It's expensive, slow, and often controlled by big organizations with lots of rules. Many brilliant ideas never get the chance to shine because there's not enough money or the process is too complicated. That's where the bio protocol comes in. Think of it like a giant digital piggy bank where people from all over the world can contribute money to support science projects they believe in. And the best part? Everything happens online, securely and transparently, using something called blockchain technology.
That's quite a bold statement. What makes this new funding model so revolutionary?
Well, imagine combining venture capital, crowdfunding, and scientific grants into one system that operates 24/7. The bio protocol creates these things called BioDAOs, decentralized science organizations that can raise millions in funding within days, instead of the months or years it typically takes through traditional channels.
But how do they ensure the quality of research when things move that quickly?
That's where it gets really clever. They've built this curation system where people have to literally put their money where their mouth is. You have to lock up bio tokens to participate in selecting which projects get funded, so there's a real economic incentive to choose wisely.
So if I understand correctly, it's like a decentralized peer review system with financial stakes?
Exactly. And here's the kicker. When you back a successful project, you get priority access to funding rounds and special access to whatever products or treatments come out of the research. It's like being an early investor in a biotech startup, but with much lower barriers to entry.
That's fascinating. But what happens after a project gets accepted? How do they maintain consistent funding?
So this is where the protocol really shines. They've created this sophisticated liquidity management system that handles all the financial complexities. Each BioDAO gets an initial $100,000 grant in exchange for 6.9% of their tokens, which go into the protocol's treasury.
Oh, wow. And what kind of research are we actually seeing funded through this system?
Right now, it's primarily focused on biotech and health research. Think cutting-edge stuff like longevity research, new therapeutics, and breakthrough treatments. The protocol incentivizes progress through what they call bio/ACC rewards, basically additional funding that gets unlocked when projects hit specific milestones. You know what's really interesting about this? It seems like it could potentially solve the valley of death problem in biotech research.
Oh man, exactly. For those who don't know, the Valley of Death is this huge gap between early research funding and commercial development, where many promising treatments die due to lack of funding. This system creates a continuous funding pipeline that could bridge that gap. But surely there must be some challenges with this approach.
Well, yeah. Regulatory compliance is a big one, especially in healthcare. And there's always the risk that projects might get funded based on hype rather than scientific merit. But they're addressing this through something called meta-governance.
Could you explain how that works?
So, BIO token holders can vote on protocol decisions and influence the direction of various BioDAOs in the ecosystem. It's like having a seat on multiple scientific advisory boards. And they're working on implementing more structured peer review processes to maintain scientific rigor.
Looking ahead, do you see this becoming the dominant model for research funding?
You know, while it probably won't completely replace traditional funding, I think it's going to become increasingly important. The speed and flexibility of this system could accelerate scientific progress in ways we haven't seen before. Like imagine reducing the time it takes to get from discovery to treatment by years.
That would be truly transformative for healthcare innovation.
And here's what really gets me excited. This isn't just about making research funding more efficient. It's about democratizing access to scientific investment while creating new pathways for important research that might never get funded through traditional channels.
So we could be witnessing a fundamental shift in how scientific progress happens?
Exactly right. And as these systems mature and work out their initial challenges, we might look back on this as the moment when scientific research funding entered the digital age. The potential impact on human health and longevity could be absolutely massive.
So, why does this matter to you, dear humans? Because science affects everything, from the medicine you take to the technology you use every day. The BIO protocol gives more people a voice in what research gets funded and makes sure good ideas don't get lost just because someone couldn't find a sponsor.
Plus, it makes the whole process faster, cheaper, and fairer. Imagine curing diseases quicker or finding solutions to climate change sooner because scientists didn't have to wait years for funding.
Brilliant. Humans, if you've ever wished you could support important research but didn't know how, the BIO protocol might be your answer. It's science funding for the digital age, open to everyone.
To learn more, visit their official documentation at docs.bio.xyz. Even if you're not tech-savvy, you'll find plenty of resources to help you understand.
That wraps up today's journey into the world of decentralized science. Join us next time as we continue to explore the fascinating intersections of technology, science, and humanity.
Until then, keep questioning, keep exploring, and maybe fund some science along the way. Till next time.